What's up? What's up? I wanted to get into some dreams and some things that's been happening to me more recently. I say it started like 6 months ago, and what I'm talking about is what do you call it? Damn, why the fuck did I forget that shit that fast? Sleep paralysis. I've had it before, but this feels a lot different in the sense of that, like my pineal gland or like the ringing that we hear, like the frequencies we hear in our ears, like I can hear that whole amplified so much louder, and like it's almost like I can control it. But I just wanted to kind of get into that and some of the things that I've been experiencing. Like it's literally happened to me the past 3 days, but I could say the middle day, I wanted to do some more research and just see what I've been missing or what I could tap into. And a lot of stuff with sleep paralysis, you'll see like a woman sleeping on their chest or somebody walking in a room, like they feel haunted or something like that. So in that sense, like I said, it happened 3 days in a row. The second day, after I had kind of did that research, I was thinking like these people that were saying like the lady on my chest and shit, or somebody walking in the house. So I woke up out of my sleep paralysis, and I seen a big difference compared to the other 2 days where I stayed asleep and I didn't try to fight it or force it or anything like that. And literally, like, every day was a different experience, but it's just weird because I've been going through it like literally the past 3 days. And like I said, it happened like the first time 6 months ago, and it probably happened like sporadically throughout after that. But now that it's been more consistently, I feel like something's changing, but I'm not really so much sure. But I can say I feel like I'm in a cocoon, like when I'm going through these sleep paralysis phases. And it's like, even like the timer that I'm hearing, like even like the sound that I be hearing, it feel like a timer, like one of them kitchen timers ringing. And I'm gonna bust my ass trying to run across the street. But it always kind of feel like that, like I'm in a cocoon. And I know it don't really help because I be like in a fetal position, or at least in my mind, because you don't really know how you be moving and shit. Like I be feeling like I'm rolling, but I don't be doing shit. But I be feeling like I'm in a fetal position, so it almost feel like I'm about to break out. And this didn't happen the past 3 days, but it happened like 2 weeks ago. I felt myself trying to like break out of my body almost. Like I was like reaching and trying to spread out, and I felt like one arm get through and one leg get through, and then I like woke up. But it's like either I'm busting out of myself, and that'll explain another moment that I had with the sleep paralysis. And I mean, it's been literally happening so much, I don't even know what else to call it. But I mean, I don't even know what else to really say. But I get into what sleep paralysis is in the sense of, you know, your mind waking up before your body, and it's functioning and doing all this shit before your body can catch up to it. So it's like, what I want to say. In a sense, like, I don't know. I just feel that the fact that it's been happening more and more often, maybe it just go to show that my mind starting to work faster than my body should. But who knows what's the next step? That's what I'm trying to figure out on some shit. But what else? Yeah, don't get into that fear shit for sure. The frequencies, feeling like I'm breaking out. Oh, another thing that I had after kind of like me spreading out my arms and trying to get out like the cocoon, I felt like, you know how you feel like you gotta fall out your bed to wake up when you have sleep paralysis? That's what I was trying to do. And I literally rolled over, and I got like a mirror as a closet. So when I rolled over, I stood up and was directly looking at myself. But I couldn't see my head. I damn sure couldn't even see my shoulders. It was like I was staring at a giant, but I was still my regular size. And you know how dreams play out, whatever. They just do whatever they want to show you. But they just go to show like another thing where I feel like I'm in a cocoon and I'm meant to break out in a sense. And the fact that I looked at myself in the mirror and seen something bigger than me. And I could say, from when they say in your dreams and stuff, you shouldn't really look in the mirror. You might see like your past self, somebody spook you out or whatever. That's literally one of the, now it's not the first time I looked in the mirror, but it's up there in the sense of it only happened to me like 5 or 6 times. And usually when I look in the mirror in my dreams, it's like I'm high and I'm trying to look at my eyes because my eyes feel closed in the dream, but I'm still moving and shit. And that's when I be saying I feel high in my dreams and shit, but I check my face, sprinkle some little water on it, some shit. Like, nigga, you high. you high, like that buzzing where you moving, you know where you at, but nigga, everything just a cloud. Like that's how my dreams would be feeling. So I mean, I've looked in the mirror on them dreams a couple times, but other than that, nah, not really. But just going back kind of to the clock timer, man, the frequencies that we hear, period. The fact that, man, hold on, let me think before I say this. It's kind of going back to, should we stay grounded, or are the frequencies being downloaded to us, or are we pushing out frequencies? Because when I be on these sleep paralysis hearing these sounds, like, it's almost like I'm controlling the frequencies. And ever since then, like, ever since I've been having these, I've been trying to tap into the frequencies I hear on a day-to-day basis. And I have been able to make them stronger or whatever in certain senses. So who knows? Maybe it's just me opening up my, transmitter more than me actually controlling it or pushing out the frequencies. But like I said, I'm just here for theory. Well, not theories, but opening up thoughts. So it could be both. I mean, we receiving them, but you never know. Trying to think what else. I hope I got realized at home. What else I've been experiencing? One thing I've been trying to, I've been wanting to refer to, like my gut has been telling me. I feel like when you go to the Revelations, when they talk about the seals, it almost feel like that. It's like I break a seal and that's a trumpet. It's not a trumpet sound for sure, but like I said, it's a ringing song. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's similar. And we go to what Bobby Hemmings say, the more we dream, the more we allow our higher self to hone in or set a base inside of us, in a sense. Like, the more we become connected. So it's like, if we going hard, if the people that's doing their work really doing their work, maybe that's us honing in, going through our cocoon phases, getting ready to break out. And that's the only thing I could just say when I look at the full perspective of what's been going on. It's like I've literally been going into a cocoon or been breaking out of my cocoon, in a sense. Like, I've probably been in that bitch, but now I feel it because, just like from when you're an embryo to when you get your legs and shit, when you was an embryo, you had a lot more space to when you had all four legs, 2 legs, 2 arms in your whole body. It was a lot less room in the womb, so you started to stretch out and you could feel the restriction. So I think that's kind of how these astral projection, but these sleep paralysis been kind of telling me. That's what I've been experiencing through the most part. And it makes sense. And the fact that it's like a seamless transition from, like, I feel like I be up in my real world, in a sense, like I be feeling like I'm really doing real shit, and like I don't be scared of nothing. It's like, that's how I know death and all this shit, or the shift of what everybody be talking about. Like, it'll be so seamless. It won't even be like Thanos snap. It'll be even faster than that shit. Honestly, it's like you'll just be in it and you be like, oh damn, I gotta remember that I didn't even start here type shit. And that'd be my biggest thing with dreams. Like, I really be thinking I'm awake. So I be forgetting that I'm dreaming sometimes, and I get lost in that, and I don't be having as much control as I should, because I literally be thinking that I'm in that hole and not the controller, almost, in a sense. Like, I think I'm, a product. I be thinking I'm in this world when I be dreaming sometimes. And those fears that I bring from this world, I have in those worlds, because say if I don't want to get pulled over in this world, well, if a cop start chasing me in that world, I'm going to run because I don't want to get pulled over in this world. So I'm translating my fears from one reality to another. And I really don't want to take shit into the dream world in the sense of the negativities and my flaws, in a sense, because that's my kingdom, that's my heaven. So I don't want to keep having those fears and those things that restrict me when I can be pure, in the sense of unstoppable. And if I truly know that, that's the only thing I want to bring into the dream world, is knowing that I'm unstoppable. And then hopefully that transmute back to this world, or whatever I got to do. Who knows what's the true process, but open this door real quick. Hey y'all, my air fixed. So when I walk in, it be hallelujah. Y'all know y'all like my voice. Niggas took forever to fix my shit. But yeah, I mean, I really just feel like I said, been honing myself in, getting closer to myself, really about to break out of myself. And if I just look at myself in the sense of the confidence I have, the understanding, the wisdom, true really know what's going on and not really letting it affect me as much anymore. Like, it's been playing out in my dreams. Cause like I said, as soon as I watch YouTube stuff on sleep paralysis, I wasn't even fearful of this shit because I heard the shit before, but it's like it resurfaced on my mind since I did the research. And yeah, I'm fat. Don't talk about me. Krispy Kreme donuts. Got the cream in the middle. Cookies new. It is. But yeah, I mean, I think that's just the biggest thing. Like, and if I say like certain dreams with the confidence that I be having in the dreams, it only make more sense to have confidence in this world. And I honestly, my biggest thing is I don't know which world is, you know what, I'm not going to say that. I will say I don't know which world is more important or which world is the one we should focus on more. That's kind of what I wanted to say. Of course, it's the spiritual world because that's the most substance. That's the real foundation and all that. But I was like, well, I really wanted to say in a sense because I'm rambling. I get lost in thinking one world, in a sense of this world don't mean shit. So I only try to stay stuck in the spiritual. And that's what we should stay grounded because literally both worlds are our parents. And we're trying to create both. So my spiritual world trying to hone into my human self and create something different, or whatever inside of me break out and have something different, but it's still a product of something that I went through in this life. And so I can't just get rid of this life in the sense of, like I said, we got lessons and all so much other stuff. But y'all often do get caught up in that this world don't really matter. It does. It really does. Especially when you think without this world you can't become God. You're going to always be spirit. Everything is spirit. You can always be spiritual. I ain't going to always say soulful, but you can definitely always be spiritual. So, yeah, being God is being more than being spiritual. Being spiritual is a way to get to God. So, the spirit had to go through human. The spirit had to go through animalistic. Shit, it probably had to go through bacteria and all other type of shit to get to here. Because even then, let's look at it. You talk about humans being a parasite. Then you talk about humans being a pig, and then it's like we transgress, like parasites and all that shit. That shit start from the micro level, and then you go into this nigga a pig or he like a monkey. So now that's another level. Now we humans, and whenever we be gods, we're gonna have all of those levels that we transgressed in a sense. We'll have some human things. You be like, oh, this nigga kind of look. I see how he like that. He got that human shit in him, like, cause we warriors. To wake up out of this human shit, like, niggas ain't gonna be able to fuck with you. So if you say some shit, you might snap off on them. Cause we supposed to be hella powerful, considering the things that we doing and some of the lessons and purpose and prophecies that we going through. We supposed to rise up and be higher than anybody else in the kingdom. So they not gonna fuck with us because human is our hood, and we from the hardest hood, the hardest block in a sense. Like, nigga, y'all came from humanity, nigga. You from the third ward, you from the fifth ward, you from Compton, nigga. You from Chicago. That's what humanity is. When we go to heaven, they're gonna be like, oh damn, y'all niggas from that, and y'all rose out of that shit. Oh, y'all niggas for real. We can't fuck with y'all, nigga. We from Humble, or we from whatever suburbs. I don't know what. I'm from Houston, so y'all ain't gonna know what I'm talking about in the sense of cities, but like it's just that's what I should say. I look at it like we coming out of this hood, we rising up, and then like the only thing is from like when you come from the streets to the hood is like the language. Once you figure out the language, shit, you was in the niggas was trying to actually cut your neck off. Like niggas are like hold you in a sense that they're trying to get rid of your corporation in some sense. But niggas literally was trying to kill you in the hood. So it's way more cutthroat in the hood when you selling drugs and you really trying to survive versus a game for these rich people after a while. So even then it's like we really coming from the same, like we doing it way harder. In that sense, I hope y'all caught that analogy because it's like Jay-Z might know way more shit and have way more experience and way more, what do you call it, Like he'll be good in the moment type shit because he's literally being shot at while he's trying to make millions versus a nigga that's sitting in a $1 million house trying to make billions and shit. Like you was comfortable the whole time. Like a Trump